Hello, Todd Clemens, Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here's your weekly market report. We were honored today to have a group of really smart kids from Okeechobee County visit our market, and we did a field trip, little tour of the facility. Audra led them around, put them through the chutes. They got to act like cows and things and get a perspective of cows coming through Okeechobee Livestock Market. That's one of the things we get to do and we love to do to try to educate the younger people about where their food comes from and also about the cattle industry and how important it is to Okeechobee. And there happened to be a copy of the Florida Cattleman's magazine sitting there, and it had the Panthers. It's a great article. Florida Cattlemen's did a good job with that, and they've got the Panthers out on the front page, which a lot of people don't like them if you have cows. But still, they're trying to hoe out a living just like everything else is, and they were here before we were, and we need to try to cohabitate. And so we got to educate those kids about what cows mean to us, what they mean to the environment, and what they mean to the natural resources that we have here, our land and our water and all that goes along with it. And so every chance we get to try to educate the young people, we do that. And this market is not the only one that does that. We've mentioned before there's only 7 markets in the state of Florida now, and we all try to educate people, the general mainstream public. You know, we get a lot of people down here in the wintertime that maybe they're farmers from up in the Midwest, or maybe they're from the city and just came to grab a hamburger, but they get to see what we do here in Okeechobee and at the other sale barns across the state. So we're spreading a message, and we're spreading the same message for the most part about save our natural resources, save habitat for cows, save habitat for the animals, and let's have clean water and good natural resources and not try to develop every inch of our state. So that's what we were doing here today. Oh man, this cow market still keeps doing good. These prices are holding up really longer than I thought they would, and I don't know how there could possibly be any more cows out in the country that haven't come to the sale barn yet, but I guess we'll find out, because again, we had a huge run of slaughter classes, cows and bulls, and for the majority, most of the better ones were bringing from the low 90s up to $1 to $1.10 even on the higher end of them. The cow market's been really good, and I guess it's just going to keep on going because they're getting them out of here, they're hauling them out, they're short on supply, and looks like it's going to be that way here for a few weeks. And the feeder classes are also good. This calf market has really jumped up in the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's just not only inching up, but just kind of climbing on up. Every time we have a sale, it's higher. We had some good calves that came in from Richard Borland, the Rafter B in Indian River County. He sold some steers that weighed a little over 500 pounds, and I think they averaged a little over $2 a pound. That was on not just one head, but the whole 30 head. And but they were really good. Now these are number ones, and that's what's going to bring it. But those 5-weight calves are over $2, and some of them are bringing 205 or 6, which is a little bit better than what it was last week. The 6-weight calves are bringing up there in the 170s. The 7-weight calves are bringing in about 160 something, and so it's looking good, and it's a little bit scary about how fast this thing's going. We all kind of anticipated that's what was going to happen, but it is scary when it does it all at one time. But I think that there is such a short supply of cattle, and then also the moisture is a big deal. They're getting a lot of rain out west in the Midwest right now. I talked to our friend Mr. Baker, Jim Baker, out there in Arkansas this morning, and it's storming right there where he is, and they're wet and probably too wet, but the moisture is going to be good for the grass later on, and I think the conditions are improving in a lot of those places where there was drought. And so that's just increasing demand for our calves. So if you can, I'm not saying hold on to them. If you need to sell them, sell them. They're bringing good money. But I don't think the market's going anywhere, and don't be any any giant hurry or rush because you think the market's going to go down. I think it's going to be good here for a little while. We had a little bit lower numbers on our runs. Actually, they were pretty even. Monday we had 1098, I think it was, and Tuesday 1101, so almost dead on for both days. But still, for the week, 2,200 head this time of year is good, and that'll probably start falling off here pretty quick as we get through the leftover remaining supply of last year's calves. New crop calves, the only ones of them that are showing up are the little lightweight calves off of first calf heifers, and they are bringing good money, especially those calves in the roping calf range from 180 to 170 to probably 220. Those steers and heifers both are bringing a lot of money. They're up there around that $3 mark on the front end of those. But now your lesser qualities and your plainer cattle, even when prices get higher, the front end brings along with it the coattails behind them the the lower, lesser quality calves, so they're higher too, but they're still not anywhere near what the number ones are bringing, even though the whole deal's looking better. So that's your market report, and it's a good report, and I hope we get to continue having these good reports every week, and I think we will. So we did have some high prices this week, and there's a feller here in Okeechobee, an old friend of mine and partner in crime back in the day, Marshall Coker, right here in Okeechobee, had a little old calf that hit that roping calf range. He weighed 170. That calf brought $3.20 a pound, bought by Foy Reynolds once again. And on the slaughter cow side, Ronnie Nail from Nail Ranch right up there in Melbourne had a big cow bring that weighed 1,180 pounds, and she brought $1.14. She was bought by Brown Packet. That's your market report. Thank you. If you like these reports and you like the information you're getting, we hope that you will continue watching, and please hit the like button, the thumbs up, and if you have any topics of discussion you'd like to hear about, shout out to us. Thank you very much.